afternoon. How are you feeling? Okay. My name's Yvette. I'm the night nurse here, and it's just going over your chart. You've been in the hospital for a couple of hours. Just checking on your paperwork. Looks like you voluntarily came into the hospital, mentioning that you had some difficulty breathing. Okay. And while you were in the waiting room, you seemingly either passed out or went to sleep, and then we weren't able to rouse you. Do you remember what happened prior to your coming into the hospital? Okay. How about any other external factors? Do you have any other health conditions, like a heart condition, anxiety, diabetes, anything like that? Okay. Well, we've taken some tests to make sure that your blood sugar is stable. That seems to be normal in that department. Your blood pressure was quite elevated when we first took it, but you're stable now. You're in a normal, a little bit elevated, but not on a concerning level. Okay. Anxiety, stress. What are those things that you're typically prone to? Is it something that you want to talk about, or is it... Okay, no, I don't. You by no means need to share anything. Just trying to see if there's any way that I can help you be more relaxed. Do you mind if I ask a couple of questions? Okay. You're free to leave anytime that you'd like. I wouldn't recommend it. We'd like to make sure that you're okay and stable, and if there is something that's an underlying condition, hopefully we can find a way to treat that before you go. But you're not obligated to stay if you don't want to. Of course. Okay. When was the last time you had something to eat or drink? Just looking at some of the notes on here, blood pressure has come back to normal. Do you remember anything prior to your arrival? Do you know what day of the week it is? Okay. Do you know how long you've been here? Correct. Okay, so that's good. How about the day prior? Do you remember anything from yesterday or the day before? Work-related stress? Do you mind if I ask how you typically cope with high stress like that? Okay. And do you have anybody that you can seek out any kind of counseling, a friend, family member? Oh, you're not going to bother me if you want to talk about things. I am all here to listen. Of course. Well, I welcome you to share anything that you like, and it's in complete confidentiality, unless you want me to share with others. How about any pain? Do you feel discomfort anywhere, stiffness, bruising, anything? When you were here and you slumped over in the chair, you did scratch your head a little bit. Yeah, that might explain that. I'd like to take a look at it, if that would be okay with you. Okay. All right. Okay. Try it down for a second. And is it okay if I get a little bit close to you and touch bandage? And please just let me know if this is uncomfortable, if it hurts too much to continue, I'll stop. Do you mind if I get a little closer? Yeah, it looks like you might have a little bit of a laceration spot. Yeah, I can tell you're going to have a little bit of bruising there. I'm so sorry. If I just lightly loose right here, does this hurt at all? Just gonna check your other side. This wasn't the area where we could see anything bad. Okay. If I press kind of equally on each side, that side definitely more so. Okay. I like to clean it up a little bit, then we can redress it, and hopefully at least that'll keep the wound clean. It's fairly shallow, so a little bit of bruising, but nothing too serious. Just gonna clean it. Does this sting a little bit there? I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's just a little bit of a disinfectant there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wrap this around your head so that it holds it in place, but it's also, it's a nice meshy stretchiness. So this will be very easy to remove, but also not stick to your skin. And it's very flexible, so you won't have a lot of pressure on your heart. Take a little bit of just hold it in place. This tape is really not. This tape is not super sticky, so it's really just to kind of hold it in place there. How about pain levels? How do you feel? Just take a moment to kind of assess your body and what are you feeling and where. shoulder and neck area on this side. Do you know if there's a particular cause for this, or is this recent? Do you mind if I just palpate the area? Okay. Just tell me. Tell me if I hit any area where you experience that. Right here? Okay. Does that pain go down your arm at all? Just squeezing your arm a little bit. There, a little bit. Okay. Okay. Do you mind if I just lift up your shirt? Okay. I don't see any bruising, but I do. Your skin looks a little bit colored, discolored, like patchiness. Do you have any allergies? Do you know if you might have been exposed to anything? No, just very, very hot. How about on your forearm here? Up to your neck. Do you mind if I reach just around the back? Over your back of your neck to the back of your skull? Okay. Just where your hairline is. What about here behind your ear? Right there. Okay. Do you mind if I tilt your head? I'm going to support your head with one hand so you don't have to hold the weight. But I just want to tilt your head a little bit, if that's okay. Okay. Just relax and let your head fall into my hand, okay? Go ahead and relax a little more if you can. You are? Okay. You can close your eyes if it's... Do you feel dizzy? Okay. I'm going to try doing to the other side. Is that... Okay. Again, just going to support your head in my hand, so... Your hair here. Go ahead and put you back up to normal position there. Okay. Do you mind if I do the same thing on this side where I'm squeezing your arm, your shoulder a little bit here? Tender. And you have the same discoloration in certain areas here. Do you use any kind of like products on your skin, lotion, sunscreen? I don't immediately think it's concerning. I just, if he has a skin condition like eczema or anything that would have caused an irritation, just trying to figure out if it might be linked to, what might have give you an increased chance of something like high blood pressure, blackout, that sort of thing. Your skin does feel very warm to the touch, which is a little bit different. Do you feel the difference from my hands if I place them down on your forearms? Yeah. Okay. And you're not coming back at an elevated temperature, like a fever, so I mean that's good, right? How does the temperature feel here in the room? Is it too hot, too cold? Just right? Would you like anything like an additional blanket or pillow? Just kind of, do you want me to help kind of get you a little more comfortable there then? Okay. Let's just go ahead and get your head a little more stable on the pillow there. Is that okay? If I just pull that pillow up a little more, does that feel better? Okay. That's good. And do you remember the last time that you had any food or anything to drink? Water or otherwise? Okay. Yeah, we can definitely get some in if you feel hungry, if you feel thirsty. I'll definitely put that request in. Before we get too far away from it, though, do you mind if I just take a couple of other quick tests to see if there's anything else that we might be able to rule out on the surface? I want to check your eye constriction, and sometimes if you have something neurological or a head injury, we want to make sure that your pupil constriction and dilation is normal. So if you can, just try to look at the curtain behind me here. Just look straight forward. I'm going to look in from the side here. And please tell me if this is uncomfortable in any way. Yeah, I can see. Constriction looks good though. Okay. Look off into the back again. Okay. And just testing your peripheral vision as I'm shining the light here. How many fingers am I holding up? Okay, no, keep looking forward. Just the peripheral vision. Okay. Go ahead and blink. Can you look at my finger? Just follow it. Do you experience any kind of pain or discomfort? One more time on the other side. Look up for me. If it's okay, I'm going to lift up your eyelid one at a time. Can you look down for me? Okay, the other eye. Looks good. A little bit red, but not anything that's really... And just going to check your ears to see if you have any kind of blockages. And this is in the case that you have something like an ear infection. It may interfere with the fluid in your ears, cause you to be a little bit dizzy. Okay. Can I start with your left ear? Okay. This might be a little bit cold. often do you typically clean your ears? Okay. Just gonna pull up on the outer edge here. And when you clean your ears, do you use any kind of a drop, saline, any kind of wash, or is it just something like a cotton swab? Okay, just gonna pull up a little bit. One thing I can note is it does look like your ears are a little bit dry, like dry. One thing I can see is it does look like your ears do have a little bit of dry skin on the inside, and if you do use anything like a solvent or cleaner, peroxide, alcohol, no, nothing like that. I wonder if it could also be related to this discoloration we're seeing on your forearms. I wonder if it might be a skin condition or, same side effect. Okay. You said you're experiencing a little bit of difficulty with your breathing, at least initially. Do you mind if I lift up your shirt just to kind of take a better look at, your rib cage area, see if you have any bruising, restrictions? It feels very tight. I'm just going to press on your belly a little bit. Okay. And when I do any of this, do you feel any kind of discomfort, any urge to cough or anything like that? Can I use a little bit more pressure here? Just feeling for anything abnormal. Right here you said this area is where the tightness is, around the ribs. Try taking the deepest breath that you're able to, okay, comfortably. Okay. If you inhale anymore, does that cause too much pain? Okay, go ahead and let it out. I'm going to listen to any of the it's going to be cold, okay? Okay, just lift up your shirt just a little bit more. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to press into your stomach while listening. And on your other side here, just gonna do a little bit of palpating here. Might be a little bit of gas in there, but it doesn't sound like anything particularly worrisome. I'm just gonna listen to your heartbeat for a couple of seconds. Do you mind if I put this under your left arm here? Okay, just lift up for me. Okay, around to the back. And does any of this cause any discomfort or pain? Okay. your sleep patterns usually like? Do you normally get an adequate amount of sleep? A little bit difficult. Do you take any kind of medication or sleep aids? Melatonin? Okay. I'd like to do just a little bit more of the head rotation while watching your eyes. Have you ever had anything like vertigo in the past? It's typically if you have something like a calcified crystal in your ear canal where your fluid in your ears is often what helps you maintain balance. So if something like that prevents the fluid from moving around correctly, it can cause your entire body to physically try to auto-correct because it thinks you're falling. Okay, so if it's okay, I'm gonna just reassure you you are in a secure place. You're not gonna fall out of the bed. I'm gonna be right here to make sure that you're okay. If, as I'm rotating your head with a little bit more aggressiveness than earlier, if you start to feel like that, just hold on to the rails of the bed. You're not gonna fall, okay? Disorienting though. Okay. Is it okay if I put my hands on your head? Thank you. Okay. Do you feel like your eyes are pulsing like they want to go to one side? Just not sure if that's neck tension. Okay. Can I rotate you a little bit more to the right? I'm sorry, to your left. Get a little bit more speed there. How does that feel? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Let's get you back in your pillow here. Does everything feel like you're okay and balanced? Okay. I'm going to catch up on some notes here. I'm going to get you some melatonin. And I'll put in the request for some water and a snack. Okay, how many milligrams do you usually take? Okay. And these are dissolvable tablets, so you just place them on your tongue. Go ahead and put in a request for some water, ice water, and a couple of snacks that you can munch on. Hopefully that melatonin will kick in and give you a little bit more opportunity to sleep and rest. And just know that you're completely safe here. You're here voluntarily. If you feel the need or the want to leave, there's nothing that not recommended, but you are free to go at any time. But you're safe and welcome here as long as you wish to be. Okay. I need to take some of the lights down. Put that light behind you. Let me turn the overhead lights down as well. Okay. Is that okay? Alrighty. Call buttons on your right, so if you have any kind of concerns, anything you need whatsoever, let us know, and we'll be right back in, okay? Try to get some rest for now. And we'll be making the rounds, and we'll see you in a bit.